In this video, I'm going to be covering welding polarities and the processes that are used. So the first we're going to start with is Dcen, is direct current electrode negative, also called straight polarity. So for this process, you would be using TIG, or also known as gas tungsten arc welding. So with that, the electricity flows from the negative to the positive. Electrons released from your tungsten go down to your plate. This results in 1/3 heat on your tungsten and 2/3 heat on your workpiece, okay? So here's your piece of tungsten. You see how it's flowing down to your workpiece. So negative is on the electrode and positive is on your workpiece, okay? The next one, DCEP, that's direct current electrode positive, also called reverse polarity. This is commonly used for stick welding or MIG welding. So this imitates either a stick electrode or MIG wire. So your electrons are flowing up into your electrode or MIG wire. Okay, so you have 2/3 heat on your electrode and 1/3 heat on your workpiece. So with that, the reason you use this type of polarity setting for stick welding as well as MIG welding is it's constantly going up into the electrode or the wire and it eats away at it, okay? It's called reverse, so electricity is now going up into your rod. If that was tungsten, it would basically eat away at your tungsten. That's why you're welding TIG with DCEN. The next one is AC, also known as alternating current. So if you look with the electrons, they're flowing up and down. So they're split half and half, okay, between your electrode and your workpiece. So this is commonly used on aluminum. Because you're alternating the current, the electrons are flowing down and coming back, going the other way for a result of half on the tungsten and half on the workpiece. Another reason going to aluminum, you have to crank up your heat because you have half on the work and it provides a cleaning agent for aluminum. So when the electrons are released from the work, they break up the oxide layer that's on the outside of aluminum and clean it a little bit, okay? So talking about Flux Core. So these are commonly, depending on if it's inner shield or dual shield, depends on what polarity you're using. So there are certain Flux Core wires that will tell you the polarity on the box. DCEN, inner shield, not dual shield, okay? For the most part, DCEN is for TIG, DCEP is for stick and MIG, and AC is for aluminum. So moving over here, for DC, direct current. So it flows in one direction only, so negative to positive. Okay, so even if you're looking over here at DCEN with the arrows, so it's going from negative to positive, and then on DCEP, it's flowing from negative to positive, so it's going up into that electrode. Okay, so there's two poles, negative or positive. So this is similar to a battery on a car. But pay attention to how it's actually set up because not all the time is negative going to be black and positive going to be red. So you always pay attention to how you hook it up. Another thing, new machines say DCEP or DCEN. Old machines say straight or reverse polarity on there. So pay attention to that. And that's what I was covering today for welding polarities and processes. If you have any questions, please ask me in class. And that's all for this video. Thanks.